G'day everyone, Knorppy in Shadow here again. I'm down here at Anzac Park. We've been having a bit of a run around. Shadow's bolted out there again. She thinks I'm going to throw the ball again. Just thought I'd show you. Got me storm top on today. Just switched codes today. But don't worry, my fellow Collingwood friends, I'll have the Collingwood top back on very soon. Just been down here having a bit of a trot around. My daughters were down here just before, which was great. They've gone home. They got sick of waiting for me. My daughter Marley, she was walking some laps, which was great. We sort of just spread out and had to play around. Piper was throwing the ball around for Shadow, which was great. I just wanted to talk about today something that's is worrying me and concerns me while we go through this isolation for households and people that may be already in sort of toxic relationships is domestic violence. And talking to people, some other people I know, they have concerns as well. During going through this isolation, it can put more strain and stress on people. And when I was growing up in Fitzroy, we had sort of domestic violence in our household. We used to get a bit of a clip, and the old girl used to get a bit of a clip off the old man, and him being an alcoholic, that sort of tended to happen from time to time. Breaking point sort of came one night when we were down at the soup van having tea, and man, I don't even know if he was drunk that night, but obviously cracked the shits and about something with the old girl and threw a hot cup of soup in her face. So that was sort of the last straw, and then Mum sort of applied for emergency housing, which she was fortunate enough to get. I'm not sure how much later that came, a week, month, I'm not sure. But we moved from Fitzroy to Clayton when I was 12 in grade 6. So my brother and sister were 10 and 8. So we moved to Clayton, which was, as it turned out, was great because we'd moved to this house. So we'd gone from living on the 20th floor of this high-rise commission building flats to living in a house that had a bloody front yard and backyard, and it was bloody unbelievable. But on that note, I wanted to make mention the people staying home this weekend. I've heard some people say, "Oh, I'm stuck at home." No, you're not bloody stuck at home. You're at home. Like, we had a house. We went to a house from these flats, and it was just amazing. It was unreal. So wherever you're living, it's your place. It's your home. And we've got to appreciate what we have and enjoy the time that you have at your house, because some others are unfortunate enough to maybe have a house. So enjoy it. On the domestic violence side of it, the concerns, like I say, and growing up with it, I wanted to say to people, if you are sort of in a toxic relationship, when you can, I know it's bloody hard, but get the fuck out of there. Or message or do something when you can, because there is bloody help. There are people that will help you, and there's nothing surer. So if you can, please get yourself out of that environment. I was fortunate enough as well a couple of years ago, a year or two ago, to be over in Horsham in a cafe, just getting a cuppa, and I recognised this lady who's probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met. I just randomly started talking to her, and she spoke to me for 5 or 10 minutes and gave me the time of day, and I was talking to her about things. And her name is Simone O'Brien, who's been a victim survivor and an ambassador for domestic violence throughout our country, and is just an amazing, amazing human being, and I can't say that enough. After I left, I had chills, I had tingles having met her and her talking to me, and just how amazing a person she is, how strong she is. You can just feed off her energies. It was amazing. She gave me her number as well and said, let's catch up for a cuppa another time, which we haven't as yet, but I definitely plan to. So just to sort of go with, work that Simone's doing and worries that we have now, especially in this, with the extra isolation, is just to get the message out there to people that there is help, and we want to help, people want to help, but also whether you're male or female, there is never a reason to raise your hand to your partner. Absolutely fucking not. Never ever raise your hand to anyone, whether that be male or a female. So please take that on board. And if you know of someone that you think may be in a bit of a rough spot, maybe you could just sort of reach out how you can and just have a talk to them and see if we can help and do something for them. So enjoy this weekend at home. Appreciate that. I know I will. It should be a nice weekend. Working a little bit, so that'll be okay. Just having a trot around just to release some space up here for maybe some stresses that may be coming my way, but that's okay. We'll take it on board. We'll be right. Have some fun with it. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe.